Welcome back. So, like I was saying, they charged me. Oh, sorry, that window is so bright. They charged me $50 to check this bag. That was tiny. Um, I'm just thinking about how American Airlines obviously doesn't think my ticket entitles me access to the overhead bins and how frustrating that is. Like, why do we need so many different classes of tickets? Like, what next? I get a ticket that doesn't qualify me for a seatbelt. So I board the plane, um, and while I'm waiting to board, because I'm in the last possible like group of people that can go on the plane, they tell everyone we're probably going to run out of room in our overhead bins, so we're going to check luggage for anyone in groups, everybody but group 9 for free. I was in group 9. So they checked everybody else's for free. Um, that was a hard pill to swallow. I get on the plane, and the guy in front of me already has his seat reclined. So I had to do some like serious contortion to like get into my seat because he's obviously a jerk. I took a nice little picture of underneath my like the seats in front of me where I could have very easily fit both of my bags. Don't worry, it's included in the blog. You can look at it and you can be as annoyed as I am. And I also looked around in the overhead bins, and let me tell you something. There was plenty of room. Plenty of room. Like, you could have fit a ton of dogs up there if you were. Was that United thing?
Yes.
Yeah, if you were United, you could have put so many dogs up there. That's how much space there was. So, I'm on the flight. I'm real mad. The woman who sat next to me, super nice. We didn't talk much. That's probably why I was so thrilled with her. But I decide I'm just gonna chill out. I'm just gonna listen to some Jersey Boys. Just gonna listen to Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Um, I snooze a little bit once we finally take off. I wake up and the snack cart is like 2 rows in front of me. So I'm like, good. I woke up in time for snacks. Great. Yeah, they don't give me snacks. I don't know if they could tell by my seat that I was like a lesser than passenger, but yeah, like I legitimately woke up. They're serving like the guy 2 rows in front of me, and then they go to the back, and I'm like, okay, they ran out of something, but no, they never come back. So I'm like, maybe they already came through and they thought I was asleep, and I try to like look around, and there are plenty of people around that are also awake, like that didn't get served, or maybe they just have self-control and didn't want anything. I don't know. I'm not here to pass up free food, or free food that I paid a ticket price and an additional $50 for. So I was very upset about that. I wanted some ginger ale, and like, I don't know, like maybe some little cookies, maybe a little pretzel. I don't know. I'll never know now. Um, so now I'm real mad. So I just kind of sit there, just like, all right, American, this is war. So I thought about tweeting earlier. I really had, but then I was like, you know what? Let's just wait. Let's wait until I'm safely on the ground. So I get back and I'm like, now I can finally tweet. So I tweeted to them, and I had to do it through my teacher account for 2 reasons. One, because that's public and my personal account is private, so they wouldn't have been able to see it and they wouldn't know that I hate them. And two, because this is a good PR lesson for my students, is that I was like, I knew they would respond. And I was like, let's see if they're going to try to fix this or if they're going to be like, we don't care. So I tweeted at them. I was like, this is my first and last flight with American. Yeah, I'm just going to stick to Delta. because I'm poor and because Delta has never made me pay $50 to check a tiny bag. So they tweeted back right away and they were like, "We're so sorry. What can we do?" I'll post screenshots in the blog. They're like, "What can we do to fix it?" And I was like, "Well, you can refund me the $50 I had to pay to check a carry-on bag." And they were like, "Oh, sucks to suck. We already explained that." And I was like, "Yeah, I booked through a third-party site though, so I never selected. Let me get this super cheap ticket that doesn't entitle me to the same rights as a basic human being." Um, so I was like, yeah, I like on one hand I understand that that's their policy. On the other hand, that's a dumb policy. And they were like, "We like to let our customers pay for the features that they are important to them." And I'm like, okay, but here's my next question. Who is flying around that doesn't need to take like at least 2 bags? Is my question. Like, because I saw some people at the airport in Raleigh before I left that had literally nothing. And I was like, how? Like, how do you fly with nothing? Because if I leave my living room, I gotta have ice water, I gotta have my phone, I gotta have like a charger, a blanket, like I gotta pack just to be different places in my house. So how do you get on a plane and leave states and everything you need's just in your pockets? Like what? And they weren't even cargo shorts. Like I wasn't flying with Kim Possible. I don't know where they put everything they needed, but this was when I was leaving. This was on Delta. I would suggest they try American, I guess, and save some money, not paying for all that luxury overhead bins that they obviously don't need. So basically, my Twitter war, my Twitter campaign, my Twitter assault did not produce any fruit. American Airlines does not value me as a customer. I don't blame them. I'm probably not going to spend tons of money on flights in the next few years, but let me tell you this, all the money I do spend on flights is going to be with Delta or someone that's not American Airlines. So, this is kind of like the Sherry's Berries incident of a few years ago. I'm not saying y'all shouldn't fly American. I'm just saying I won't be. And the main reason is I don't want to pay $50 for access to overhead bins. I get that apparently I'm the idiot here, and I get that. I get that it was part of their policy or whatever. I'm just saying that since I booked on a third party site, Flight Hub, I believe, um, that wasn't really made clear to me. Um, and that if they really wanted to keep me as a customer, they could refund me that $50 or they could, I don't know, they could do something. And I don't think that you really need that many different casts of airline tickets. Like we're all human beings flying from one place to another. I'm not I'm not trying to pay $10 more for a ticket to have more rights than the next person on the airplane. Unless it's more snacks. That's something we could really talk about. So it's pretty much all I have to say about this. If anyone has a family member that works for American Airlines and knows how I can get an audience with, I don't know, whoever your CEO is, your VIP of pissed off customers, holler at me.